Hello people, welcome to my talk. Running late again, so I'm putting on my shoes, which I don't even have right here. I will tell you a little bit of what I read. And so I started part 3 of the book, which is Knowing Where to Invest, and the book is Beating the Dough with Bonds. So we're trying to learn how to invest in bonds. So this chapter, it's chapter 9, and it's basic risk-based asset allocation. And what the chapter is about is, do you want to be an owner or a lender? And like the whole thing it talks about is, if you want to be an owner, you're going to buy stock. If you're going to be a lender, that's what bonds are, is you lending money. The less risky is lending money to the government because you know that they're going to pay you back. But there's other riskier bonds, which are company bonds, which you're not sure if they're going to make it or not because you're trying to lend them money for different reasons. But if you get involved in bonds, is you are the lender. They are paying you interest for letting them borrow a certain amount of money, which is what you're investing. And so that's what it's talking about. You choosing to be owner or a lender. And it goes on to show like a graph that I thought was interesting. Let me find it. It shows, and of course, I don't know if you can see it, but it shows the bottom would be the bonds, and these are the stocks. But they were talking about, everything, like these are the stocks, and look how low they went under the bonds over here. So they go up, 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 and then, they get big downfalls. And it was talking about most people like to follow the trend, what other people are doing. And so right now, well, that was in 1990, I believe. The trend was to be owners, buy stock, because the stock was going up. But we know, and he mentioned that he thought like in the 1990s, it was like at the top of the, like it couldn't go much higher. It was time for it to go down, and that it did, didn't it? We know that. So they, I know I say a lot. One day that will leave my vocabulary, or just my form of speaking. But they forgot my train of thought. They knew that it was going to go down, and so at that point, when the stock goes down, the best thing to be is a lender, right? And then another interesting thing that they talked about, because of course the way you would know what you want to be is by knowing the inflation that's going on, and what's happening. And the other interesting thing that I read was that you could see where the economy is going by the price of gold. Can you believe that? That was the most interesting thing I read, and I'm gonna be in a hurry here. But price of gold here. And I found a very easy way of doing this too. Just keep your eyes on the price of gold. And it goes on to explain how gold is always, when there's, like it talks about the Saudi Arabia crisis, where they had our people, they had them in, what was it? Like kept them in a place. They have a movie about that. Anyway, the gold price went up to 887 per ounce and 50 cents. So that's how you knew if going with stock or bonds, right? And then and it goes on like at one point. Shoot, I don't have it like the page, and I have to go. But it said that I believe it was 28 times out of 29. It's shown that keeping your eye on the gold is not always accurate, but 28 out of 29 times years it's been right. Only once has it not been right, and that is, I found that, which equates to 97% accuracy, and it's not only pretty darn good, it is almost unique gold. So when you are deciding on either buying stock or being a lender and going into bonds, keep your eye on the gold and how high or low it is to make your decision on if you want to be a buyer or a lender. And that's what I have, because guess what? It's 2:01 and I have to be at my second job at 2. So adios, amigos. Thank you for listening to me. I hope to have a better timing and more information for you next Thursday. I just didn't want to not post anything today because I didn't do it last week. And it's getting really interesting. That gold thing, I loved it. Anyway, bye-bye. See you. Talk to you next week. Bye. About bonds, because I will talk to you on Sunday, because I'll make it a point to post that day too.